Yo guys, and welcome back to another episode of Podghost.
So guys, today we're pleased to bring on, for his second time, a Ramadan special. So I thought, you know what, we have to get our brother on again.
100%.
It's Mr. MBE Humza Productions, Humza Arshad.
You did the Illuminati.
Bro, that's really bad.
Yeah, that's really bad. That's
We
really
have to do
bad.
that again.
Yeah, you have to do that again.
No, just leave it, man. Who
Just
cares,
leave it,
man?
it's fine. It's
But
fine.
you, I think
It's
you
alright.
said
It's a natural thing for him to do
samosa.
sometimes.
Just say
Nowadays,
it's a samosa, innit?
Samosa.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, we just stick to that.
Humza, thank you again, my bro, for coming on, part 2.
Thank you for having me, my brother.
Alhamdulillah.
Ask away, please.
How was your Ramadan?
It was good.
How's your fast today?
Good.
What you been up to?
Not much.
Bro,
Prayer.
That's good. Are you keeping up with your prayers? Oh, wow.
Sorry.
You know the question I was going to say? You keeping up with your prayers and you went like this?
No, thank you for having me in.
Nah,
It's
we
gonna be a
appreciate
good filler.
it, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, of course, yeah. So there you have it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Yazz is not feeling well.
Yeah.
Hamza's done with his one-word answers. So
if you
we'll
like,
see you
if you
next
liked
time,
what you
man.
saw, make sure you like, comment,
And
share.
subscribe.
I reckon this will get the most views.
Yeah.
Just that short little clip.
Yeah.
Done.
Just use this as
done.
a thingy, and people are gonna be like, "What's going on?" You know what I mean? Just use it. It's fine.
Humza on the real, my brother. Thank you so much for coming on.
Bare rude,
And,
bare rude, yeah, man.
just want to start off by asking, how was your Ramadan game, my brother?
Alhamdulillah, not too bad, my bro. So first of all, if my energy levels are a bit lower than normal, you know me anyway, guys.
Yeah.
But I apologize beforehand. But mashallah, man, I can't complain. This Ramadan has been one of the best so far.
Mashallah,
So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This one's been really good.
What's different with this one than your last ones? I know there's quite a lot, but like...
That's a very good question, Seff. I would have to say it was. I don't know. I think I just growing up, realizing it's not just about being hungry. You know, you have to really make effort to spiritually be closer to God, and I was just like setting myself goals. Like I know it's bad to say, but like I'd fast, but I wouldn't read Quran. So I'm like, okay, first things first, I want to read Quran, but I also want to learn the du'as, because I'm not even going to lie, I learned a lot of du'as, but a lot of them I forgot. So every time I'm like doing Jamaat, I'm like, Qul huwallahu ahad, or Qul a'udhu rabbin nas, or Qul a'udhu rabbil falaq, and then I'm like, oh, Qul huwallahu ahad again. You know what I mean? So I need to start.
me.
So I'm like starting to learn more. It's been good, man. MashaAllah ta'ala.
Alhamdulillah, man. That's wicked, man.
That's really bring down that.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
You
do you
had
think,
to put the
obviously it does help though, the timing. It
Yeah.
feels like this time round, because we've done the long faster already, that the last 10 years,
Yeah.
or 8 years, the ones,
was it, like
the summer
9:30?
ones. Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, those Rams were hard, bro. Yeah, it's
Those
hard.
Rams.
They
The
were tough.
Ramadans, yeah, they were tough.
And
yeah.
I remember the time when you made that you were fasting a few times and you weren't fasting. I remember them days.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
And now, alhamdulillah, you're
But now
actually
he's
fasting.
lying in the holy month of Ramadan,
yeah, of
so
course,
technically
yeah.
you might as well have a Snicker bar right
Yeah.
now and some bit of whiskey. You know what I mean? Stuck with it.
Sorry,
to
my bro.
whiskey.
I thought I was trying to get to you.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Obviously, there was a big event in your life just recently.
Yeah.
Yes.
And on
The
the
MBE.
first podcast that we did, you actually did say, we actually asked you about marriage.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you
Oh,
did
that.
say-
Oh,
yeah.
that is what-
So it's just a matter.
Yeah.
It's not that big.
And
but yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
ask you firstly, congratulations on getting married. It was an
Jazakallah.
amazing event.
Jazakallah.
For those that went, I'm sure you all know.
Yeah.
So, Hamza, tell us more, man. How was it? How did you find it, bro? Obviously, you're a newlywed.
Yes.
Tell us, bro. Fill us in. Chuck your missus under the bus.
Yeah.
It's your time now. Yeah. You have-
Not literally,
Okay,
physically.
okay,
Yeah,
This is Ramadan.
Yeah, of
obviously.
course, yeah.
You know what? Marriage is like ice cream.
Right.
Yeah, with dirty sauce on it. So everyone wants an ice cream, yeah?
Yeah.
And you think you're gonna like it, but there's a bit of dirty all the time.
okay,
It's a bit of shit,
Yeah, yeah,
basically.
yeah.
So it's like beautiful marriage and shit at the same time. But you know what? To be fair, obviously when we last spoke, like 200 years ago,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't even want to get married. Yeah, I think it was because I met a lot. Can I say in Ramadan? I can't, innit?
You've already said it.
Just bleep it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
So, no, but then I still get this in.
Yes.
I met a lot of bad people
Yes.
along the way. I was always trying to find a connection, and it just wasn't working. And in the end, it was actually kind of like out of nowhere. It was someone that I knew for a very long time, who was like a best friend, like my best friend. And it was just one of those ones where I've met so many, and I'm not perfect as well, but I met so many people who've let me down in that sense. And here's one person that's been my best friend the whole time.
Amazing.
That's never let me down.
That's
Always
brilliant.
had my back. And I was just like, it was one of those things where it was just like, this actually makes sense. And it was literally like, within 6 months, I was just like, we're going to get married. Let's just get married. And that's what happened. And you know what? It's actually wicked. It's good. Yeah. I mean, obviously, maybe in 2 years'
It's
time.
so nice to hear this, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. You know, maybe in 2 years' time, it might be a different story. And, might be divorced, but
We'll be here,
no.
Till then,
You won't be. Yeah.
Till divorce day, it's nice. It's a
It's
good
nice.
life.
It's
a good
nice.
life.
I like
Yeah,
this.
it's good.
Nice.
You know
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Yeah. But you can't say shit too many times in the holy
sorry,
month of
sorry,
Ramadan. It's fine. It's
I
just
mean,
a
it's
sin.
not as bad as
It's
you
a
saying
sin.
that.
It's just a
Okay,
sin.
cool, fair enough. Yeah.
It's just a sin.
Sounds like obviously, you said, it was your best friend
Yeah.
who you got married to and stuff.
Yeah.
And I love hearing that, bro, because I think nowadays a lot of people, I wouldn't say they rush marriage, but I just feel like they probably get married to the wrong person.
Yeah. Or they go for looks.
Yeah.
Like your wife
Yeah.
is beautiful,
Yeah.
but she's like horrible to you. Always
Yeah,
complain about how
Of course,
mean
yeah,
she is.
yeah,
You've
yeah.
spoken
Do you know what I
many
mean?
times to her.
Under the thumb.
Yeah.
I literally just about got permission to come out. She said, because it's Humza, it's all right.
Okay, fair
It was
enough.
a bit 50-50
Yeah.
at first, but yeah.
But she's
not
disrespectful
bad.
sometimes.
Very,
to you,
very
and it's unfair.
disrespectful. It's like if I ask her to do something, she does it straight away, but like, give a little bit of back chat, innit?
Yeah,
sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Makes
It
100%.
can't be that perfect.
Yeah.
But away from the jokes, you two are killing me, right? I think a lot of people, when they get married, bro, and you see stuff like the divorce rates nowadays are just unbelievable.
It's really bad,
It
actually.
is bad. It is very bad.
It is bad.
Yeah.
But what's your view on that, bro? What do you think the reasons are? Do you feel like there's a particular thing that you think goes wrong, or
You know what? I feel like in today's age, our patience has run thin.
agreed.
I feel like social media, even though it's amazing, it's an incredible tool that we can all use for our business or for branding or for even learning about loads of things.
Of course, yeah. Worldly stuff.
But at the same time, a pretty girl, imagine her DMs. Like, I'm supposed to be famous, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
I can meet a girl who looks beautiful that probably has 100 more DMs than me.
Of course.
Thousands more, because it's just, it's just there.
Yeah.
And I just felt like that's the problem. It makes everything easy. It makes cheating easier. It makes dating easier. It makes everything, a lot of haram things easier.
Yeah.
And then also, I just feel like with our parents, they understood kind of like the values of marriage and the responsibilities. And, a lot of our parents, I feel like a lot of our parents, sometimes we question, like, do you even love each other? And it's weird, isn't it? You're like, they don't even like it. They don't even smile at each other. I haven't even seen my mum and dad like make eye contact in the last 3 months. Like, a lot of people have those kind of mums and dads.
No, of course.
But they stick in it. They stick through it because they know how important it is, and they realize about how important it is for a child to have a mum and a dad. And look, obviously, for everyone has a different story. But I just feel like a lot of people nowadays are swaying away or not being patient enough with their spouse, or sometimes just being a bit selfish. And I think the whole point of being
100%.
marriage is to give everything to someone else.
Compromise, innit?
Yeah. But if you're giving everything to someone and they're giving everything to you, then inshallah everything should work out. As I said, I don't want to be here in 2 years' time, saying, oh yeah, she said the talaq 3 times and now I need another wife. But hopefully,
Inshallah,
it does, inshallah, prosper and hopefully we can have the same values as a lot of our parents and how they stuck at it. And in every relationship there's good, there's bad. But as long as you try your best, keep your wife happy, have a few side chicks on the side, then apart from Ramadan, obviously that's haram. 4 weeks cut off. You know what I mean? Don't even text
Day
me.
after Eid.
Day after Eid?
Obviously on Eid, you know what I mean?
On
Gotta
Eid,
give the
sorry,
Eid hugs, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Gotta give the Eid hugs to my gaudy girls. But now I'm joking. Astaghfirullah, man. May Allah punish you for provoking me.
We didn't even ask
We
you.
didn't even say that.
You know what you did.
Yeah.
No, that's amazing.
thinking
Honestly, it's so nice
You
to
said
hear.
it. Sorry, guys.
You know what?
Ramadan's getting to me. Right?
Yeah,
The
I think the
fast
fast are getting to
fast
us.
me, yeah.
But it's so nice to hear, my bro, that you've
100%.
actually,
Allahu Akbar.
you're happily, in this new chapter of your life. Because a lot of people, I think they realize that, when they get married, like you said, bro, social media, I think is the number one pitfall, bro.
Allahu
I think a
Akbar.
lot of marriages are.
What? No, I'm trying to get as much.
You can't blame me for laughing this whole podcast.
I'm trying to get my you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's getting
My
the dust
deeds.
being.
Yeah. So
yeah.
now and again, I might bust out a few lyrics. You know what I mean?
Busting a few lyrics.
Yeah,
out.
no, but like halal ones. You know what I mean?
Oh, you
Carry
know
on,
what?
brother.
Humza, tell us more. Tell us more about you, bro. I want to move on to your professional life a little bit more because since we last spoke, a lot's happened, bro, in that time.
Yes.
And away from your marriage, yeah.
Just
So can we
repeat it
just-
back.
God is great.
God
yeah,
is great.
alhamdulillah.
Of course, yes.
So tell us more, bro. Tell us more about,
Yeah.
the new books, the new, there are a few shows I don't really want to come out myself.
Yeah.
But there's a lot in the
Obviously, as
pipeline
my
for you.
closest friend, he doesn't know what's going on
He
in my life.
doesn't.
That's why he's like, books and stuff.
Don't you
like
remember
that.
what you called your last show?
Yeah, or what's it called? What was it called? Boys crying a lot. Or
Big
something.
men don't cry.
And I was like, he's supposed to be my best friend.
The key
You
word
know what I mean?
supposed to be. Yeah.
You're not my best friend anymore. Yes, that's fair.
Big men or big boys don't cry. You see the way he said it as well? It's like, it doesn't matter what it's called.
Yeah. He didn't watch it. He didn't watch it. But
Bro,
it's fine.
I actually
See,
got
my
the-
stuff I support. If you
Yeah.
look at most, like 99% of your videos,
Yeah.
you will see me with
Yeah.
the little emoji.
100%.
Or,
Yeah.
I'll
like
always
the poop
comment.
emoji and that, yeah.
Like, my man don't even get the title right.
Yeah, he don't.
You don't even have to watch it. Just get the title right.
No.
You
You
could have done your
lot,
research.
you know-
properly.
you lot pushed me into that.
Even the Diary of a Bad Man.
Yeah.
I think he called it once the Diaries of the Man who was bad. Or something really wrong that just didn't make any sense.
Oh, God.
But Allah Akbar, Allah
You're
Akbar.
taking the piss.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I'll be honest with you. There's a lot I can't talk about, but I'm going to try to talk about. I feel like in my career, alhamdulillah, I've had the most incredible YouTube career. That's disrespectful, isn't it? Yeah.
Sorry, man.
No, it's all right. It's just me talking about my life and my career. I've achieved a lot. And now for me, it's about doing more TV and film work. Because when I started, that's what I wanted to do. And the only reason I did YouTube was to get like a casting agent or a director or someone who could kind of like watch it and maybe contact me and point me in the right direction.
Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't know that Diary of a Bad Man was going to blow up and I would become this, YouTuber.
Wicked. Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I wanted to just act. I wanted to do, film and TV and whatnot. So I think that's the goal. That's why, like, even this year, obviously Some Otherhood came out.
That's it, yeah.
A few months prior, I did my first BBC documentary, which was called Humza, Forgiving the Unforgivable, which was more serious.
Yes.
Quite a serious title.
It is actually, because it dives into what happened to my cousin. My cousin was basically attacked, I think it was like 15 years ago, by a gang in Eltham. Yes. And he got stabbed many times, and both of his lungs were punctured. Yazz knows him very well, but he survived. But it's about the aftermath of that, how he was mentally, how was he able to move on from that and forgive, and obviously religion playing a big part of that. Of course. And then I also met a lot of people around the UK who have gone through similar situations. So I met someone whose son was killed, run over in the riots by a group of boys, and the worst thing is, I mean, obviously he died, but the dad's forgiven them, But then at the same time, there were comments in the courtroom about saying, I mean, I think the boys, they were black boys, and they were like making comments like, "Oh, we didn't know Pakis could fly," and they were making like certain remarks like that. Obviously when he hit the car, I mean, it was a disgusting situation, but I just couldn't believe that the dad was willing to forgive. I met also a woman who, her son was at the Ariana Grande concert, and she's been able to move forward and to forgive, and now she's kind of making these peace teddies, and yeah, just kind of. I've met some incredible people in that documentary, and it's actually won a lot of awards. It's literally just we actually won an Asian one as well, the Asian Media Awards for best show of the year.
Congratulations,
And
man.
I think
Awesome.
the RTS, I think they're called the Royal Television Society. I think. I mean, they're pretty big. If I got the name right, I hope I did. Yeah.
I hope you did it for the sake of my previous mess up in the last podcast.
But
If
no,
it hasn't, I'm gonna put it in the reels. Yeah.
it's been nominated for a lot of awards, and we've won already a few awards, so it's done really well.
Amazing.
And then what else? I'm working on one show. You know what? It's so weird. Okay, so can I tell you what it is? You obviously know
course.
a lot of.
I
the
don't know.
stuff,
I don't know
yeah?
if you want me to tell
You
me or
don't know
not.
as much because we're not really close at all.
Yeah.
But me and you, we
Yeah.
speak and we actually like bond.
Yeah, true. You only message me here and there. I'm in
You
the
don't even
area.
message
Yeah.
me.
You don't message me. You block
No,
me.
you just said.
Yeah.
You see, now you're lying in the
Remember
holy
the other-
month of
I saw him.
Ramadan.
I saw
Yeah,
him
you're
running
lying in the
around.
holy month of Ramadan. Yeah?
Do you message me?
Huh?
Do you message me?
I've messaged you. I have, and I can say that with confidence. And don't
Have I-
point.
have I
You see,
messaged you?
pointing. Allahu
Yeah,
Akbar.
I
In the
like
holy month of
I'm
Ramadan,
pointing, but he's doing
you know
this.
you're supposed to do this. This is,
sorry.
you know, I'm an MBE, so
Yeah,
this is
sorry.
how us
I shouldn't
Wills
even
do it.
Yeah, I apologize.
Don't disrespect, man.
Apologize.
Allahu Akbar. But anyway, so okay, so I'm working on a few big projects.
Yeah.
Yeah. But these projects I'm talking about, like there's like millions and millions and millions are being spent on them.
Wow.
And I can't talk about it, but I've been working on it for the last 4 or 5 years. Now once these things happen,
Yeah.
And hopefully it will come on TV and then I can talk about the project, then fantastic. Right now I can't talk about the project, but it's huge. It's huge, but it's for TV, and we've been working on it for the last 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
And it will be
4 to 5 years.
It'll be a game changer. It really will, and yeah, I'm really excited. Hopefully, in 2 years' time, when I do the podcast again, when you need another filler,
100%,
then I'll talk
yeah.
about it. Hopefully, it'll be out by then.
Quick Ramadan fillers,
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah,
yeah.
Ramadan
Yeah.
fillers.
Yeah.
Shorter ones as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
how you said we'll just do a short one and then
Just
we'll
a
have
quick
iftar.
one, yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect you to talk this long, but it's all right.
Yeah,
man. Continue.
that's rude in the holy month of Ramadan. I came here for you. You didn't even pay for my parking as well.
That's true.
You know what
Yeah.
he did? You know, as soon as I went pay by phone, I said, "Oh, is it pay by phone?" He goes, "Yeah." I swear to you, he did those ones, yeah, where he's like, "Okay, he's my guest. I should pay for him at least the parking."
Yeah.
And he just said, "Let me check on my car." Why are you checking on your car?
Because I had to pay for my one as well.
Yeah, but you know when it expires.
No, I haven't paid for mine.
Why would you check it?
I found you the parking spot though.
Anyway, look,
Yeah.
lie as much as you want in the holy month of Ramadan, but I'm here just to talk about my projects.
Yeah.
So I'm there working on that.
I just snorted.
You did snort, that's disgusting. I'm also Also, I'm working on another show. It's a cartoon show. Can't talk about it too much, but hopefully it will come out next year, which is
Inshallah.
great. And then we're literally, honestly, we're working on a documentary. We're working on this a film idea. There's like all these things that are happening, but the problem is when you're working on these big projects, they take so long to do
Of course, yeah.
that like it's not even worth talking about. First of all, some of them I can't even talk about, and then the ones that I can talk about, I don't want to talk about because I'm like, it's not even going to come out for the next year.
Why do you think they take so long? Because I've noticed that about you. A lot of your projects do actually take, like you just said, 4 to 5 years. If you're just a random person who's not, who doesn't know much about the industry you're in,
I
you
mean,
think, why would it take so long?
I mean, like as I said, one of the projects is, as I said, it's like, let's just say it's like cost £10 million. That a lot of people don't want to spend £10 million. Of
course.
So it takes a long time, and then
work.
with that budget, there's a lot that goes on. So it's just the bigger the project, the more the money, the more complicated it is. And then also when you're talking about TV is just long. That's the beauty of YouTube. You have an idea. Look, we filmed this.
You put
This
it
will
up.
probably come out in the next week or so.
Yeah.
And that's it. Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
Whereas I've done stuff that have been filmed and not been seen till like a year or two later.
Is that from the production side where they have
A lot
to
of the
actually
production
start?
side, yeah. Because think about it, if you're shooting a film, it might take 3 to 6 months,
Yeah.
roughly. Yeah, let's just say a normal film.
Yeah.
And then it'll probably take 6 months to. He's yawning.
Yeah.
Can you show the yawn?
Wow,
though?
yeah, I'm gonna show that.
Because he
Yeah.
invited me.
Yeah.
I'm fasting.
Yeah, he can't wait.
And I'm
for
talking
you to
about
shut
my
up.
life.
Yeah, I know.
Allahu Akbar. I'm talking about my life.
In the holy month of
In the holy
Ramadan.
month of
But
Ramadan.
can you show his
Yeah, I'm gonna
yawn?
make sure
You-
that
yeah?
I'm gonna cut it like
You
that.
edit it. Yeah, you edit
100%.
this
Yeah, yeah.
and show the
100%, yeah.
disrespect.
And
No.
he did, even when you said it, you just went. Yeah, all right, man.
And he didn't even. It's anyway.
Bro,
so-
when you're a dad,
Yeah.
and you got kids, and you're sleeping
Alhamdulillah.
right.
Why do you say kids?
Yeah, I've got him.
Okay. Go. I was like, just in case you got some secret ones out there.
Yeah,
innit?
no,
So it should
no.
be a
Yeah,
good
yeah, I
lady.
know, exactly.
So,
Yeah.
so yeah, when you do have kids, you're gonna realize that it's
Fair
really,
enough. No,
really,
fair enough.
fair enough.
But yeah, no, I lost my train of thought. But I don't think anyone really cares because if the host
started
don't care,
yawning.
then,
Yeah, it's so true.
But no, what I'm trying to say is a lot of the times.
You said no, it takes 6 months to obviously...
6 months to
yeah.
film, 3 to 6 months, depending on the film. Then to edit, it could
Yeah.
be anywhere between 3 to 6 months. And then a lot of like, even some otherhood, like a lot of people don't know it, but they independently shot it. So they got
Sick.
people to raise enough money to create it, and then they sold it to Paramount.
Wow.
Who then took it to Amazon.
Yeah.
It went on cinema, and
Yeah.
then it went to Amazon straight. So, yeah, it depends on the process. And as I said, the bigger the project, the longer it is.
At least you're going down the right route. Like you said, you started on YouTube so many years ago, but
Absolutely.
you always wanted to end up on the big screen.
Oh, I can give you an exclusive though.
Yes.
Exclusive. Yeah. Cool. No, yours.
We need to get a little buzzer or something.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. Yeah.
It makes no sense having a buzzer.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. What he just said doesn't make. It doesn't make any sense.
He said it does make sense.
No, it
I'll tell you
doesn't
that.
because
Yeah.
you're doing a drum roll.
Yeah.
Why do you need a buzzer? A buzzer is it a talk show?
No, because then it just saves us doing the drum roll, and it just...
It's like, beep.
No, but it doesn't. It could be a
How
drum
does
roll.
that? How's that building up anything? Beep.
What if it's pew?
The fastest got into you, bro.
Alright,
Even though
cool.
I know you're not fasting,
Yeah,
but
sorry.
you know, Allahu Akbar anyway. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
I will be releasing my 5th book.
Wow.
Little Bad Man. So obviously,
mashallah.
it's Little Bad Man series.
Brilliant.
It's official. I haven't put it out and advertised it yet.
Yeah.
But,
Subhanallah.
I can say it now. We're working on it. Things may fall out of place, but I mean, the books have done
inshallah,
so
yeah.
well. The Little Bad Man series has done so well that Alhamdulillah, like, I think, next year,
Brilliant.
hopefully, inshallah.
So, bro, you're
it should be
doing
out.
your 5th book now.
Yeah.
Obviously, the people that are publishing this book, in your case, is Penguin, right?
Yeah.
The fact they've given you like 5 different books now, it must be a sign of showing you like you and your audience is so powerful, bro. Because think
Yeah.
about it. Normally, what they do if you're a business, you do one book and you'll be like, you know what? Let's see if it does well. Let's test the water, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But to think you're in your 5th book, you must be selling a lot of these books, bro.
Alhamdulillah, it's doing really well. And I think once, obviously, I've been working so hard on my YouTube channel for so many years and creating all these shows. And now I see a lot of my fans and the people who watch my videos who are now all grown up.
Yes.
And then I realize that they have kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how does...
Remember, don't point. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, my
It's alright,
bad. Yeah.
it's alright,
How do we entertain the kids?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Halal version.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I just knew that, because I always said as well when I was speaking to my team that when I was younger, I never used to read much.
Yeah.
And I was really sad about that. And I felt like, and I don't know if I said this in your last podcast, but even when I was a young kid and I'd go to a library, which was practically never,
Right.
but when I'd go to a library, I would never look on the shelves and see anyone or any character that would look like me. And I remember when I made my first book, the Little Bad Man book, and I went up to Bradford, and I went to a school, doing a school tour, and I went to Bradford to one school, and all the young kids were like, they were all Asian.
Yeah.
Obviously, Bradford, isn't it? It's like
Of course,
Pakistan's
yeah.
like 2.0. And a lot of the kids were coming up to me when I was signing them. They're like, "This is my first book. This is my first book ever. I'm so excited, to show." And literally, I saw myself in them because I was just like, when I was a kid, I didn't have any like character that I could look up to.
Of course,
or,
yeah.
a story that could talk about. He just checked the time there. Do you know what I mean? I'll wrap it up quickly. But something that would talk about Asian parents or gulab jamun or things that we can all
Of
relate
course,
to.
yeah,
I don't
100%.
know why I said gulab jamun. Obviously, I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
I know, yeah.
So alhamdulillah, they've been doing really well. We're working on the next book. So inshallah next year, hopefully,
Inshallah.
if things go well, I can't say fingers crossed because
Yeah.
that's not really a saying.
Nah,
for
you said inshallah,
Muslims.
that's good enough, yeah.
But inshallah, next year it should come out. And like as I said, I'm just and then apart from that as well, I know a lot of people will probably want to know this, but obviously Bad Man's still about.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and it's been
Come
I
on.
mean, Dairo Badman has been there for like 13 years.
Wow.
Like the character. And even when you look at Badman, I think that's been running for over 8 years now.
Very long time now.
Yeah, man.
And a lot of people ask me, why does it take so long? But what people don't realize is there's a lot of money that goes into it. There's a lot of time, my time that goes into it.
Of course.
And I'm not doing it for money or anything. I'm doing it to entertain. Like the people that have been loyal and that follow me and that watch my stuff.
Yep.
I'm doing it for them. All they need to do is maybe press a like button or the subscribe button.
Yeah, of
but they're
course.
not paying for it. And I'm putting like so much money into it. And because I know that this is the last, so it might... Either 14 is the last, or it might be like a 2-parter. But whatever it is, it's now
Definitely
last set of shooting, which is going to
Wow.
be filmed hopefully in the next month or so.
Inshallah.
But yeah, we're just trying to get everything in place, and I just want it to be the biggest and best episode ever. Not
Yeah.
because, as I said, it doesn't benefit me in any way apart from just adding to my legacy.
It's like the
and
finale, innit, bro?
Yeah,
The finale,
to say thank you to the fans, and it's just sending off, you know, the character into the sunset and the story as well, wrapping up the story that's been accumulating for 8 years. But Badman is such a passion project
100%,
of
man.
mine. And even in the beginning, man, my manager was like, you know, obviously he's like 3'0", and I don't really take whatever he says like literally, but he was just like, don't do it, it's too serious, it's too long. But it worked, and
brilliant, man.
you know, now we're here, and I want to go off in a bang, and I'm not going to stop YouTube afterwards.
Yeah.
I was saying I want to try to start my own podcast soon, hopefully,
Inshallah,
because
yeah,
everyone
my
does
brother.
it, and I will learn from you guys, because you guys
course,
are mashallah smashing it.
Alhamdulillah, man. Thank you.
Yeah, so proud of how you guys have progressed. So even if I could be half as good as your ones, then I'm
You're taking us out.
I wouldn't
Exactly,
yawn
man. No,
when
yeah,
a guest is there.
and check the time,
and check the
or
time.
stretch.
Yeah,
all them kind of
but
stuff.
you know,
Yeah,
Allah
we
Akbar.
move. Yeah, but sticking to YouTube, obviously, like you've made a good, like I think, it's a brilliant comeback onto social media in the sense of TikToks, your Instagram reels
agreed.
and everything like that. I think they're absolutely hilarious and funny. But with YouTube, obviously, because so much goes into the production and it takes so long to obviously shoot and edit and put up. What are you exactly? Are you going to still be continuing with YouTube even after Badman finishes?
That question went like that.
Yeah, it did. It was all over the place.
Yeah. I was like, he didn't write that down.
Yeah.
I would probably say that when it comes to YouTube, I don't know. It goes, trying to
that
catch
TikTok
it.
to Instagram to YouTube. Yeah.
But anyway, Allah Akbar.
In the month of Ramadan.
In the month of Ramadan. Yeah.
It's fine. I think with YouTube, a lot of people don't understand. I'm not those kind of YouTubers who just like say, hey guys, just here with Yazz and his friend Seff.
Wow.
You know, like I'm not those kind of guys,
So
and then
we're
they
not
don't
friends,
even
we're not
edit
friends,
it,
that's cool.
and then they put it out, you know, every week or every couple of days. My one's got a script, it's got actors, it's got locations, it's got, you know, special effects, it's got music that I create from scratch.
Yep.
You know, a lot of people say, where's the music from? They're from producers that I work with.
Wow.
You know, color grading and obviously going through the final edits and then the promo. There's so much involved in it. It's like, that's why they take so long. I'm not a
gonna lie,
typical YouTuber.
I've seen a few YouTube videos of like big names without mentioning them, and sometimes when I'm sitting there watching it, quality is very bad. Sound quality is very bad. It's like literally,
we know
like
who
you
they
said,
are. We know who they are.
You literally shoot
a lot of
it,
the big ones. They just, you know, but they've got such a good fan base,
That's
and
it.
they can produce dirty and people still watch it.
100%.
You know, and that's good. That's good on them. But
Yeah.
I feel like with me, I wouldn't always. YouTube's in my blood. But I would never refer to myself as a YouTuber. I'd always refer myself as a filmmaker or someone who creates art. You know, most of my stuff is shows, series, characters, storylines, things that people could relate to, short films that are impactful, that talk about racism and Islamophobia.
Big men don't cry.
Big men don't cry.
Yeah, like males don't cry.
I think we might have to just change the name.
I might have to.
Yeah,
I
you
can
might
do
have
it,
to.
and it won't affect the views. So yeah, alhamdulillah. Like YouTube, it does take a long time, and that's why if I could do a podcast, then at least that will be like weekly stuff.
100%.
And I want to try to get that in the next couple of months. So hopefully that will happen. But when it comes to the TikToks and Instagram, I always used to cringe because my life is so busy already as it is.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of TikTokers and look, I respect the hell out of them because it takes still a lot of work to do what they do. But yeah, sometimes it's just a bit cringe. And it's just like, and especially when you come across like the fake stuff, the stage stuff, you know, the even the fake pranks, it's not even a real prank or whatever it is. And I just don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
But
No, but the way
if you
the
can't-
content you make it, it's
Yeah.
not the fake stuff. It's you've made it.
yeah. But at the same time, like it's the game, and
Yeah.
and recently I was just like, you know what? Let me just start making a few videos,
Yeah.
and I made a few videos, and a couple of them,
Hilarious.
like alhamdulillah, have gone viral, and then last week let me make a couple more, and then they went, a couple of them went viral as well,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my god, like I'm like mashallah getting like some
You're a
nice,
TikToker now. Basically, yeah. So
Yeah.
you're cringing on
So
yourself. Yeah.
hopefully, but my plan is now, like, TikTok and Instagram. I'm taking it very seriously, and
brilliant,
hopefully I'm
man.
gonna start making like content now, at least if not every day, like every other day.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start doing that now and just build, because I think I've taken my social media for granted. Like I know that I was so happy with what I have already,
Yeah.
and I never really thought I don't need to build. I just keep my the people who know of me.
Yeah.
Just keep them, in the loop of what I do and entertain them here and there. But now I'm evolving, especially like with Badman coming to an end, and I can't even say that I'm a YouTuber now. There's all these new YouTubers that have come out, and that's why I want to kind of bow out at the right time. Still do it, but
Yep.
never be that guy again, and now be an actor or an author, or people who create their own shows and TV
100%.
series, and for that I want to attract new eyes and new followers, because there's no point keep entertaining like I think I'm talking a lot of rubbish actually.
No,
I
no,
just-
no,
I
you're
literally
No, I think
stopped.
you're speaking
making
really
sense,
well.
man.
I just literally, I was like, I think this whole podcast I've been, because I'm doing fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing the fast.
They're doing
Okay, yeah.
fast. Because I'm doing fast.
Why you come past?
I feel like I'm chatting so much rubbish.
No, you're not. You're
If
making
if you were, I would have told you.
Yeah.
But you're yawning, so that's
Yeah.
still
I'm
not a good
fresh.
sign.
I
Look.
mean,
Yeah, that doesn't prove anything. That just scared me a little, if anything. You know what I mean? But yeah, Allah Akbar, man.
yeah, Allah Akbar, man. Yeah.
Hamza, you obviously said about you moving on to like, you're kind of evolving, I reckon, because it don't matter how old you get or how experienced I'd say you are, the times will always evolve, bro. So when we were like, people like us, when we used to look at TikToks and stuff like that back in the day, we'd be like, bro, what's he doing? Like, this is, not something that we would ever think about doing. But I think as you see people, let's say, shoot up, and then naturally the people that are not doing it feel a bit left out. That, you know what? Why aren't we doing it? And someone like you who's so multi-talented in so many different things, bro. Like even when, bruv, you paid me for it, so I'm not gonna cuss you, am I? So for you to go into that stuff, I think it does come natural to you. And I did like the fact that you've evolved into doing that. I remember calling you a few days ago.
Yeah, he
saying,
just literally called me and he's like,
Yeah.
whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
yeah,
And I was like, oh, that's nice.
Because
Yeah,
it's, really, it's just now, you know why? Because it's so good for me to see not only that your numbers have always been great, but I mean, for you to just go into that different realm of creating different sort of content, because naturally people take you as a comedian, then you went into bad man and became this gangster sort of, then you a book writer. There's so much more to it. So that sort of stuff, I reckon, if you keep that up, that's what I
100%.
like to see.
No,
man.
you're
that sort of
100%
content.
right.
It's funny because your own friend sent it to you, innit?
Yeah, yeah,
Saying,
100%.
Hamza killed it with this one, and I'm like,
Smashed it.
I've never had people actually send me a reel like that and say, bro, this was bare funny, bruv. Sorry, I know.
Holy month
swearing,
of
swearing.
Ramadan.
No, but come on, you lot, man.
I'm just saying.
It's like
Can I
everything-
say something?
Yeah.
I think the fast is getting to all of us.
It is.
Because I know I'm chatting rubbish.
We're jibber-jabbing.
I don't know what he just said. Yeah, I literally don't know what he said. He's one of my best mates. Yeah? I don't know what he was saying. He's just taking the phone
yeah,
out.
yeah.
He wants iftar. I think this
No,
is going to be a horrible episode.
You know what? I think. Agree to disagree.
This will be the best.
I'm not
episode.
reshooting.
Nah.
Don't call me.
Nah,
Don't
bro.
call me a week
this
later.
is-
We got to do
Call
it
me.
again.
Listen,
Don't
let me
phone
do
me.
say.
Don't text me.
The best thing is, bro,
Yeah.
when you are fasting and you come out,
Alhamdulillah.
no matter what you're talking about,
Yeah.
it all makes sense, bro.
Yeah.
Because we're
In
just-
other words,
it's
you're
fine.
a great filler, man. Thank you very much
Yeah.
for
No,
being
I
a filler.
like
It's
that, man. Thank you
amazing,
so
man.
much.
Honestly,
You make me feel
like we
top
couldn't
of the
find
world.
no one, so
Yeah.
we just thought,
I could
yeah,
tell.
that guy's always going to be available.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. No, but you know what? I think obviously what Yazz was trying to say was
No, what I did say,
yeah.
Yeah.
What he did,
and it was clear.
yeah, we did.
was-
we
it
did-
wasn't clear
what
right in the
he did
comments,
say,
guys.
Yeah, what he did say. I mean, he said the F word, but it's fine. It's just
No,
you
you
know,
edit it
Islam.
out.
It's fine.
Nah, of course.
No,
Allah
no,
Akbar.
you can't edit anything
No, we
out.
can't, we
That's
can't.
that's the rule.
Yeah.
Look, listen. I was your second podcast.
Yep.
And I said don't cut anything out.
Yep.
And since then, there's a lot of things that you haven't cut out which have been
And it's worked.
your best material.
Yes.
So we don't cut anything out.
We don't
Yeah,
cut
but I
anything.
swore.
Unless no, you did. Maybe bleep it out.
Maybe
bleep
bleep it
half
out,
of it out, but let
And
people
when
know
you-
he had.
Yeah. No, but
he-
when you
he-
bleep
he
it,
made
they're
this
now
up.
going to use their imagination and pick the worst word anyway.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'd rather that than actually hear me do it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anyway, the fast is definitely getting to us.
Yes, it is.
Once again, we're chatting
Yeah.
a lot of rubbish.
Do.
But I think what Yazz did say, or
Yes.
was asking, or I don't know what he was doing anyway. But I think, yeah, it is about evolving.
Yes.
But I think, like, with me, and I think this is the issue that I had, and I honestly, I don't want this to sound arrogant in any way, shape, or Imagine if I wasn't a friend.
I know.
I mean, no, I think it's worse that I am his friend
Yeah.
and one of his closest at that.
Yeah,
But
like, I should
imagine
be
if
able
I'm
to
just
do
a
that.
guest.
Yeah,
I'm just a
exactly.
guest.
I mean, he called me. He said I'm with Yazz and his friend, so I'm allowed to.
But
do
let
it.
me ask you a question. There's
Please
nothing
do.
wrong. There's nothing wrong in
With
yawning.
yawning when someone's talking to you.
And serious talking, not even joking. Like he starts getting
Yeah.
into his life.
No,
like, do you know what
I'm
it was?
yawning because I'm tired.
Okay.
I'm not yawning
Of
because I'm
him?
not listening.
Okay.
Well, yeah, a little bit of him, but
Just title this the worst podcast we've done so far. Please just do that and then have this
the
as
smoker,
emoji.
the
Hopefully
smoker,
some
yeah.
people
He started with
find the
that.
click. No, but I don't know what I was doing as well. I'm fasting. I'm tired.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, I'm thirsty. My mouth is getting dry. But what do I show for it?
shoot for
Him
the
yawning.
for the last
God.
20 minutes, you just go.
What did you have for sahur?
Allahu Akbar.
Allah.
No, but honestly, let me.
I'll
let me-
finish off first. Yeah.
Let me try to revive
Yeah,
this,
yeah, what he
this
said.
dreadful podcast
Yeah.
episode, and I apologize. I think the one thing with me is the issue with me
Yeah.
is Alhamdulillah, YouTube opened so many doors,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
of
I just sometimes feel like they're trying to get me to do stand up, and they're trying to get me to do a TV and film, and then they want me to be a writer at the same time, and then I'm an author,
lot.
and then I'm creating my own shows, and then I still want to do YouTube,
Yeah.
and all of this, and then I'm doing like talks, and I'm like a Google and ambassador, and I have responsibilities with them, and then with YouTube, and it's just like I just feel like, and then when I'm working on the bigger projects, I just feel like in my heart I got scared because I'm like I'm working on something that's a game changer, but it's going to take a couple of years, and people will forget, and that's what I realized. Like I need to be always seem to be
Active.
playing the game, even though in the background when I'm quiet, Yazz knows this more than
Yeah.
anyone. I don't really talk a lot about, I don't want nazar, and I don't want
Yeah.
to jinx anything that I'm working on, because I know it's going to take a long time for it to complete.
Yep.
But when I'm silent, Yazz always knows I'm always trying to evolve,
something, yeah.
evolve and do stuff bigger and better. But I think when it comes to social media, I was like, while I'm doing all of this, all these other people who I'm so happy for, who have come into the game, especially our own people who are smashing it as well,
Yeah.
and they're doing their thing, and then it may look like I've fallen off, or I've just quit, or
No, I feel you, yeah, I
do
hear
you know what
what
I
you're
mean?
saying,
And I don't
yeah.
want to be that person when people be like, "Oh, I used to watch your videos, bro," and a lot of people say that, and I'm like, I need to make regular content
I don't
while I'm
wanna be
doing
that
all of the
used to
other stuff in the
person.
background to
Yeah.
secure my family
Yeah.
and my family's family and whatnot. But until then, and that's why now I'm back on like TikTok and Instagram, and I'm making content just for just to
Stay
to
relevant.
be there.
Yeah.
To stay relevant
Yeah.
and to be there. But also the most important thing is to do what I love most, and
Yes.
that was always to make people laugh. And people who go through a lot of hardship, people who have mental struggles, or going through family issues, or heartbreak, astaghfirullah, or whatever it may be in their life, my comedy was there to make them smile.
Absolutely, bro.
And
100%.
that's what we're going to try to do with the new Instagram Reels.
Inshallah.
Bro, I do think, honestly, like
Allahu
you said
Akbar.
before, with you, but this podcast won't ever have a flow.
Yeah, it won't.
I know it hit a lot.
I know.
Yeah, do you know
no,
why?
No, but
Because
you
you know when I
you
feel like
what,
asking
can I
a
say
serious
something?
question,
If
I
I say Allahu Akbar, then don't complain.
Okay.
Innit? He just says,
You're right.
how can you say Allahu Akbar?
Yeah, why you
How
say
can you say
that?
God is great in the
Yeah.
holy month of Ramadan?
Wow.
You're breaking the flow of
You're right.
my podcast.
Wow, because you don't want to say Allah.
Views,
That's
chasing the
disgusting.
dunya.
Yeah,
Carry on.
Go on, yes.
Yeah.
Continue.
Chase the dunya.
We won't say Allah Akbar.
Yeah.
But
Get your
I don't
views.
think I want to carry on.
No, cool. Shut up, honestly,
Yeah,
because
sorry.
he does run things.
Ready.
Yes.
Right. So, as I was saying before, I think with you, bro, going into Instagram and TikTok and doing things that are like the new gen,
So,
right?
Honestly, I know you're gonna get pissed off. He's laughing,
I'm
and I don't
looking
even know
down.
why he's
I'm-
laughing.
yeah, I'm not even
I
looking
swear
at it.
to you,
Look at
I
that
swear, I swear. Yeah, I know you're getting pissed off now. Yeah,
You're gonna
and I'm
watch
trying to
this,
be
but-
professionalism. Yeah, but this
Professionalism,
guy,
cool.
he's laughing. So can you just
Yeah,
talk to your
I'm
guy
looking
before you
directly
ask the
here.
question?
I know if I look at him, I'm gonna laugh. So I'm looking here. You know, what's the clip back?
No, I know you're not gonna edit it out, but
I'm
you
not-
know what you're doing. Yeah.
No, what
Carry
I was
on.
saying was,
Yeah.
let's get back on it. What I was saying was, naturally, bro, like you said, there was a lot of expectation from you, bro. Because not only do you have to do the stuff that you've promised or your fans are expecting, and like you said, bro, shooting Bad Man ain't something you do in a week.
Yeah.
It takes a lot, you know, from like the money, the cast, whatever, all the stuff you noted before. But then now, even this TikTok stuff, it isn't just because people make it look easy. It's actually quite hard to execute the plan. You know, it's all right saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that," but will it make people laugh? Have you hit that, you know, that thing in people to think, "Oh, this was hilarious"? Because sometimes, you know, when you release something, bro, and you're like, you know, me and him, we released something, and after a bit, we're like, "That was really shit." Like, I didn't like that.
Like this
Like,
episode.
I don't feel natural.
this episode's gold.
Yeah, I don't feel
Good point.
natural in front of a camera. I'll be real with you. With me, it's like right now I'm talking, no problem. But it's like if you now was to tell me to make a reel, the most unconfident guy ever I am. I can't pick up a finger and go, "Yo, guys, this, that." I can't do that. But with you, you've got that quality and them characteristics of you just.
But
Pick
you know,
up a camera
you
and
two.
go
I
with
mean,
it.
you two are probably two of the funniest guys I know. Yeah, mashallah. I'm not even
Alhamdulillah.
just saying that.
I learn off you.
But yeah, it is true. It's very, very different being funny in person and then funny on camera and then funny on stage.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like, as I said, like for me, I just want to make people laugh and smile. And also, I think this is a personal thing, and I'm not gonna go too much into detail into this, but when the whole Palestine issue was happening, and I'm not trying to get trying to get your video demonetized or whatever.
Oh, we don't mind.
You know,
When we're speaking about
when we're talking about
Palestine, it don't matter.
but obviously, I'm trying to choose my words carefully here.
Yes.
I speak to a lot of big people and a lot of big companies now. Alhamdulillah, because of YouTube, it's opened my world. Yeah,
of course.
So I'm living this world where I'm surrounded by a lot of the big wigs, as they say.
Yeah.
And alhamdulillah, even myself, I know I have a lot of power in the industry now because of what I've done for the last 13 years. But when I spoke about Palestine, certain things happen, and certain things behind the scenes, Yazz knows. I'm not going to say it, but yeah, there was a lot of cancelling or trying to bring me down, and it hurt. But you know, I told my team that's what I'm going to do. If Allah has blessed me with this platform, with having all these kind of these people who know of me because of my body of work for the last 13 years, Allah's given me that. It's not because I'm talented or I'm funny or anything. Allah's allowed me to have it.
Of course.
And if I have now a platform and I don't speak about certain things, and alhamdulillah, it's not like I'm the only one. There are a lot of people that talk about it. There's obviously a lot more not talking about it. And all I'm saying is there's a reason why. You know, this whole, trust me, there's a lot that goes behind the scenes. And what I realized is I could be making all these big deals, but what I need to do is get back to basics, start making content again, having a powerful social media platform, and then starting again. I knew I needed to have something to fall back on.
Yep.
You know, I can't just, because you never know what can happen. Some people can, as I said, you know, I might have made a lot of enemies, and I'm not trying to do so. I'm just trying to talk about, it doesn't even matter about if the people are Muslim or not. It's about human beings that we see every day on TikTok, on Instagram Reels, that are genuinely suffering, and yet we can't talk about that.
Of course.
Yeah. So true, bro.
You know, and anyway, that could be a whole completely different podcast. But what I'm saying is, personally, one of the reasons why I started saying, okay, I'm going to start making social media now, and I'm going to start entertaining people, but also have something to fall back on. Because if all these big, like this world that I'm living in right now, they could take it away from me, just like that. They could say that, oh, we don't like him speaking about this, or him being honest about that, or no, this is not the agenda that you're not following the rules. And yeah, I don't want to speak too cryptic because people are just going to be like, shut up.
Yeah.
But hopefully people will understand what I'm trying to say.
No, of course.
You know what I mean?
No, but
Allah
you got to be careful with what you do and what you say and what you put up online nowadays as well.
Yeah.
But it's hard because sometimes I've come across a few posts where I've seen in the comment section where I think we spoke about it last time on another podcast as well, where especially you being such a big guy in the social media world, you know what? I'm even going to chuck Yazz into that. How do I say it? That column.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got a lot of influence on social media as well, whereas I'm like the lower ranking guys that.
And Yazz is posting
Yazz
constantly.
Alhamdulillah. But now what
Yeah.
I wanted to go into with the comment section is people saying you stop for like, if Yazz stopped posting for literally like a day or two, and he's just posting like podcasting or normal stuff. Sorry, I'm not picking on you.
Of course,
I'm just
of
saying
course.
in general, like you got to still understand is what you said. This is still a form of bread and butter for certain people as well. So you got to understand to an extent of like, yes, use your voice out there and always speak out for.
You could
especially
still
what's
use your
happening.
voice,
Yes.
but be smart.
Be smart
Like
about
the
it.
watermelon emoji.
That's it.
You know what we're trying to do with the algorithm? We're trying to speak about something that they're trying to stop us to, from speaking about, and there's ways around it. So it's about, if you're putting up posts that make you sound like an extremist, then you're doing it all wrong.
That's it.
You're doing it completely wrong. You have to word it properly. You have to be fair and just as well.
Yes.
Because obviously we're going to be biased because obviously we see them as our people, our brothers and sisters.
Of course.
But it doesn't matter. They're human beings at the end of the day, and any loss of life, no matter what, is wrong. Be careful with your wording.
Of course.
But yeah, just being smart. You can always voice your opinion, but being smart. If you post constantly, day by day by day, like stuff that's happening in Palestine right now, you're going to get blocked, you're going to get banned.
Shadow banned, everything.
I've had that as well. I never speak about it in public, but they've affected my Instagram.
Algorithm.
I know they have, That's fine. But it's about being smart. It's about posting, your normal everyday thing here.
Of course.
But then doing a little post
That's
here
it,
and changing the wording or whatever, and then carry on. So everyone can do. I don't believe in not saying anything at all.
Of course.
I think we all have a responsibility, and I feel like the people who don't, I understand the bread and butter thing, but at the same time, I really feel like, look, God's put you in that position.
That's what I mean.
And you should really speak out. I tried to speak out as much as possible. Like the thing that was happening last year with the Sikh farmers.
Yeah, you did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not Sikh, but I know a lot of people who are.
Of course.
And I want to stand with my brothers and sisters because they've stood up for us many times. The
100%.
Sikh community. Look what was happening when they were doing the raids, and you heard all these people from the Sikh community standing outside the
mosques. Yes,
and stuff
yeah,
we have to
brilliant.
do the same, even with Hindus and stuff.
Respect to that, man.
Of
course.
the generations past, there was always this beef and animosity, but now we have to and even people who are not religious, just normal human beings, we have to kind of spread that. Going back to Diary of a Bad Man, at the end of every episode,
there was always a message.
There was a message.
There was a message, and that's what I live on. And it could be a message. It doesn't need to be an Islamic message. It doesn't have to be a message just for Muslims. It has
humanity.
I like how you did that.
You see the way I opened it up. It was brilliant.
That's
It was a little bit like humanity.
Yeah.
Like you could.
That was wicked.
I didn't know where you were going after that, but go on.
Yeah, that's real. But as I said, I think I'm talking a lot. But
No, it's fine. No,
No,
it's good.
bro,
It's
the
brilliant.
fact,
But what you said about Palestine, it makes sense. That's what I was
Absolutely.
coming. That's what I was coming towards the end of to say that big people like yourselves, you speak about it. But if I see you lot not post it for a couple of days, I'm not that person that goes into the comments and be like, oh look, this geezer, he doesn't even support Palestine anymore.
Yeah.
What other people need to try and understand as well is that speak about it as much as you can.
Yeah.
Like you said, you've got big followings, both of you, so you lot can speak out as much as you want. But people should also understand that if someone's not posting it, there must be a reason behind it as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean if you're not posting it that you're against it.
yeah,
That's
Well, to
what
be
I was
honest,
trying
bro,
to
that's
say.
why your intentions get questioned.
it,
Everyone's
yeah.
going to get judged on their intentions. If you're risking it all, but not thinking that there's going to be a consequence, you've got to do it like Humza said. Use the word smart.
Smart, that's
it's
it,
not
yeah.
about being completely reckless with how you're doing it, because at the end of the day, you have to understand there is a deen and there's dunya. We live in a society where people are going to jump down your neck anyway. They're going to come at you, bro.
Of course.
If you stop posting for 1 week, Humza, they'll be like, oh, look, Humza, he doesn't want to post it. Especially if they see your thumbnail for this podcast, they're going to know why you're not posting.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I shouldn't have done it again. You've got another
Yeah.
problem.
So For example,
That was a more serious one, yeah.
people, even that, for example, is just joking, but it is a thing where if you just put that up for a joke, look, we're having a laugh.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
guarantee there'll be one ulu
That's
in
it.
the comments saying, "Oh, Illuminati."
Illuminati,
Yeah.
And
sold
this-
his soul,
even
all
though
that.
from
Yeah.
the moment the podcast began to now, we're joking about it.
Exactly.
But they're gonna be like, oh, that's I think Humza's little way of showing that he's a part of the thing he's trying to make. And this is what I mean. You'll always get judged anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the internet is evil anyway.
It's evil, yeah.
It's evil. I mean, it's someone will always have a problem.
Yeah.
And especially a lot of our people as well. Unfortunately, the
100%.
religion is beautiful, but unfortunately, some of our people they just take it too far.
But that's another thing. Don't try and mix religion
culture.
culture. Yeah,
Yeah.
because us Pakistanis, Bengalis, everyone could be a certain type of way, but that does not define Muslim Islam.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
I think, but respect to you, my bro, because
100%.
you always stood up, bro. And
Yeah.
the fact that
they
you've, I'll be honest, because obviously we speak off the phone and we speak a bit, no filter, but we have a little proper talk, and it's like to think that how much they've taken off you. It isn't small. We're not going to mention it, like you said, the way of talking, but you've lost a lot, and people, naturally, be like, yeah, I don't really want to speak about it, but.
You know what? And only like 3 or 4 people know like how much I've
Wow.
lost since the whole Palestine thing.
But
And
that was my point. So I'd rather you post, if it means you post once a week,
Yeah.
but you still post that once a week in your profile. I'd rather you do that than post every single day and then get shadow banned and your account lost. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, so still
100%.
speak, but just like you said, smart. Like Yazz went in at one point. He was
Yeah.
posting,
Even I was like, oh, he's a
you know what I'm saying?
terrorist. Like, you know what I mean? He posted so much.
No, you
You know what I mean?
No, I think what happened to me.
No, but I'm like-
I think what happened to me is this guy. Honestly, it's like when you sit there.
Oh,
and
stitch
it depends.
it.
On,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
depends
yeah.
on it depends on your mood, bro. Certain days you're having a bad day,
yeah, it happens.
or just certain days you could watch a video and you could be like, oh, that's sad. But then certain days you got a tear in your eye, or
it's
certain days
horrible, bro.
you
Horrible,
break
man.
down, bro.
Yeah,
And when you see that and you're having a really bad day yourself, and you think how much Allah's blessed us. So look, jokes aside,
No,
we've
of
had a lot
course,
of
you're
banter,
right.
but when you see how much God's blessed us, bro, even the fact we've got together now, we can plan an iftar, we're gonna go and eat, we're gonna have a little, it's a motive, it's a nice thing.
You know, you just said that iftar. I saw a picture. So the Palestinians, they've been opening their fast with lemon and cooked grass.
That's what I mean, bro. And you know when you really think,
May Allah make it easy for them.
I mean, bro, and you'd think like when you see that, you think surely not.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
How can you not have? Imagine they've literally got nothing.
nothing.
It's so hard. Like, I remember I did like a spoken word piece, I think a month ago. I posted it on my Instagram. And we were nearly finished, yes. And it's only Palestine. It's only Palestine, yes, it's fine. I'll wrap it up quickly. But I remember, on all seriousness, I remember one day I was in bed and my wife's never seen me cry. It's fine. You know what? It's not even that deep. It's not even that forward.
Yeah,
Go on.
that was getting deep, bro.
No, I want to hear this.
It's
Your
getting
wife.
deep. I'm like,
Yeah.
my wife's never seen me cry.
Cry.
And then I look at him
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I didn't do that.
He's got a timer on.
and now it's gone.
Allahu Akbar.
Right, it's yours. See, Allah's
Your wife's
punishing
never
you.
seen you cry, bro. Go on.
Anyway, yeah,
I know it's a really bad way of making you carry on.
Sorry.
it's a horrible podcast. Okay, no, but what I was trying to say is I was going through all the videos that I saw of
Yeah.
people in Palestine, and literally, I'm not lying. Like, I mean, I wasn't like, ugly crying, but I'm there, and I'm like, tears are coming out, and I'm just like, it's psychologically damaging. Like, I
Emotionally
don't
hit you.
understand how people can just put that aside and not.
And live normal.
Yeah, and live normal and not speak out about how disgusting, the situation is right now in Gaza. And I couldn't, literally, I didn't know what to do. I felt so helpless. Here I am in, my nice big house, in my, super, king size bed, living my life, knowing that I can go downstairs and eat whatever I want.
Anything you want, yeah.
And do whatever I want.
Supercar parked outside. I'm just saying. I just want to put that in. Did you forgot that
thank you.
bit?
Yeah, so burglars. If
Yeah,
you want to
you've-
come and rob me, obviously Yazz has made
Yazz
it
has
easier
plugged
now.
it, yeah, of course.
Saying that I've got supercar.
Super
And,
king
and
size
there's
bed as
two.
well.
Yeah.
And there's two.
Alhamdulillah, that's good. So if it
And
does,
he was plotting a third. He said he's looking into it. God, I'm just going to dob you right in there.
that's
Go on.
fine, cool. Anyway, but yeah, I didn't know what to do, and then I just wrote a spoken word speech.
Yes.
And I recorded it a week later. Some of the brothers, some brothers I've never met before, they just like messaged and they were like, "We want to help," because they knew that I was writing something, and yeah, we just filmed it and we put it out. And it was just kind of like a little release for me, but it's very hard for a lot of us.
Emotionally touching as well. That was wicked.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, I think it's just hard. Obviously, I don't want to make this like super depressing or now, but I just
it's all right, bro.
It's just very important for us not to, in Ramadan especially, not to lose focus,
of course,
on what's going on there. And you know, like something that's happening for so long, you kind of get what's the word that I'm looking
easiest
for?
word is just get used to it. We feel like it's a normal thing every day.
And then you just kind of accept it.
That's it.
And we should never accept it. And we should
not.
still be, at the end of the day, there needs to be a ceasefire, and the killing needs to stop ASAP.
100%.
And the world is, the world's a crazy place right now, my brothers.
Of course. Just before we wrap it up, obviously, I know we've been busting jokes and everything like that, but first, may Allah forgive us if we have done or said anything wrong.
Oh yeah, of course,
obviously,
yeah.
The Palestine situation is very touching for everyone, but it's just obviously when we sometimes get together, obviously we're always having a busting.
Yeah, the whole podcast. I mean, because we're friends,
just all over the place and horrendous.
So don't take anything offensively, and if you do, then that's not really a problem.
We're gonna get it anyways.
Yeah,
of course,
We're getting it.
So guys, there you have it. That was Humza Arshad.
He doesn't even know my name.
Yeah, he was going to say production.
No, I was going to say Arshad, but then you was like Arshad. Like
Arshad.
And you've got the MBE as well.
Yeah, MBE.
Yeah.
So there you have it, guys. It's Humza Production, a.k.a. Humza Arshad, a.k.a. Humza MBE, Google Ambassador, YouTube Ambassador.
He ruined the whole thing.
Sorry, I just wanted to carry on.
You did ruin it a little bit. You started off really strong.
Yeah, it was going well. But then I got a bit nervous. I told you, in front of a camera, it's a bit iffy.
So guys,
thank you for having us. We have to do it again.
Yes.
In a couple of years,
brother. Inshallah.
So
guys, for all you watching,
you just said brother. That video of it, brother. That was a sick one. Brother.
Yeah.
So guys,
sorry.
If you we'll
man.
see you until next time.
Don't ever do a podcast again in Ramadan.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
We need food.
Brother.
Allahu Akbar. Okay.
That's staying in there.
Yes, make sure it stays in there. I'll start for. Oh my, make sure keep that in there as well. Make sure you bleep it out, but let the world know, brother.